do you want from your
broadcast is brought to you by
Frontenac Raider Basketball on Radio X 103.5 is brought to you by Bittner Motors, CDL Electric, City of Frontenac, Canar Eye Care, Labette Bank, Paynes Incorporated, Pet Care and Surgery Center, Wilbert and Towner, Wells Fargo Shane Peak, University Bank, SEK Urgent Care, Commerce Bank, Rossland Construction, Jocksnit Sporting Goods, Watco Company, Lane Lord Basketball Camp, Labette Bank, Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing, Lindbergh Insurance, and the Spigarelli Law Firm.
Now let's go live courtside for tonight's pregame show on ESPN 100.7.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to coverage of the Class 4A Division II Sub-State here in Frontenac, Kansas. I'm Mike Snow as we are set for the second semifinal on the boys' side between the Frontenac Raiders, the host and the 3 seed in this tournament. They'll take on the second-seeded Iola Mustangs. The winner will get a matchup tonight. It'll be a rematch, in fact, for either team against the Girard Trojans, who just knocked off the Prairie View Buffaloes by 14 points to punch their ticket back to the 4A Division II Sub-State Final right here on the floor tomorrow night. Frontenac boys hoping to make it a Girard-Frontenac doubleheader as the Frontenac girls knocked off Iola one night ago, and they punched their ticket in the championship game to face Girard, the defending Class 4A Division II state champs, and Frontenac boys trying to set up a rematch and a doubleheader of Girard and Frontenac. But first, got to get past a very good Iola team coming in 10-10. They've got some height. They've got some shooters. They are led by Ethan Holloway. Ron Barcelona will join us next. This is Frontenac Raider Basketball.
After 3 decades in business, Bittner Motors of Pittsburgh remains a local favorite. If you're in the market for a quality pre-owned vehicle, Bittner Motors has a large selection of late model, low mileage vehicles to choose from. Whether it be a car, truck, or SUV, Bittner Motors will warranty all their vehicles 100% for parts and service. And if you can't find what you're looking for on the lot, they will find it for you. Bittner Motors, 1018 North Broadway, Pittsburgh.
Finding a lawyer means choosing someone with experience, confidence, and a good track record. Every legal situation is unique, and you need someone who will give you the level of comfort that he or she will treat your legal problem like it is their own. J. Gordon Gregory of the law firm of Wilbert and Towner is ready to provide you with that type of specialized assistance. With over 30 years of experience in Southeast Kansas, Gordy is ready to give you the personalized legal service your problem needs and deserves. Call J. Gordon Gregory of Wilbert and Towner today at 620-231-5620 or contact him online at wilburtontowner.com.
See their ad, names, and numbers.
Jim Riddell Construction of Pittsburgh would like to make your project easier. We bore under driveways, parking lots, utilities such as electrical, water, or communication lines, under obstacles without disturbing or damaging current landmarks, with minimal cleanup and restoration. Call Jim Riddell Construction at 620-231-7166 or find us on Facebook. Jim Riddell Construction. We specialize in boring.
Save where you shop with Labette Bank's Bazing checking account. Use the Bazing app to find over 300,000 national and local discounts. Bazing also offers industry-leading identity theft protection, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, paying up to $200 for damaged phones, pharmacy, vision, and hearing savings. With Bazing checking, you get deals you want and protection you deserve. Stop by and ask us about Bazing at Labette Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Find us fast in names and numbers.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
If you want to improve your basketball skill set, you need to attend one of the...
Welcome back to the pregame. It's time to visit with Frontenac boys head coach Ryan Barcelona heading into this matchup tonight in 4A Division II Sub-State against the Iola Mustangs. And, Coach, it's been a while. In fact, 2 weeks ago to the day since you've been out on the floor at the game speed. How have you managed these last couple of weeks in now I'm sure the kids, almost like in the preseason, are ready to get out there and see somebody with a different colored jersey on.
No, there's no doubt about that. They're ready for a game. We try to give them a couple days off and then ease back into it. We had some pretty intense scrimmages. 3 or 4 intense scrimmages, get up and down, and the last couple days, we just tried to dial it back and get our game plan in. But you can just absolutely, we had 3 days with them for the first game, and so now we've had a good 10 days with them, and it's really like starting over. But you're able to put in some new things and really fine tune some things, and just the biggest thing, we really want to see how our legs are. I thought last year when we had not quite as long layoff last year before we played Girard in the first round, that our legs looked heavy early and took a while to get going, and we don't want a slow start tonight. We want to try to get out fast and get a good pace going to the game.
You guys are the 3 seed and the hope up and down year. A lot of common opponents played with similar final scores. I know that's something that we don't really look at, and it doesn't really matter, common opponents and comparing scores. But what does Iola do that brings this squad in that concerns you?
The biggest thing is their length. They have the 6'8" kid. Everything pretty much runs through him at that high post, and he's their leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading assist player. So he can really does it all, and it starts with him. And we've got to slow him down. We can't allow him to get going and get other people involved early. They've got 3 3-point shooters that can really spot up and hit shots, and I feel like we got to put pressure on those guards and not let them get comfortable behind the 3-point line. And the biggest thing is rebounding and pushing the ball back at them. We can't allow their big guy to get second and third chances from point blank, or we'll be in trouble early.
What's their style of play defensively, Coach?
They really run multiple. We'll see a lot of man-to-man, 1-3-1, and 2-1-2. Those are the 3 we've seen all year for them, and they do a good job mixing up. Their coach does a good job. They don't sit in it for a full game. They'll mix it up about halfway through the quarters, and so those are the 3 we're anticipating seeing tonight.
Well, it's rare in this day and age for Division II. Most of maybe that you've played this far this season? I would say the lengthwise with the big kid, probably Carthage. Their style of play, they pretty much play 11 players. So from a team that plays that many kids, you're looking more like Colgan from that standpoint of getting that many players in the game, different rotations and things of that nature. Lengthwise, like I said, more like Carthage is who I would compare him to. From your standpoint, you mentioned you want to get out on them early, and after a 2-week layoff time, I'm sure the start's probably the most important part of the game for you, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it definitely is. That's the one thing we really try to emphasize in bigger games is, especially in sub-state, we're going to come out, and you want those first 5 shots to come from in the paint, get the ball going through the basket early, and be aggressive, try to get to the foul line. I think one of the worst things you can do is come out and launch 4 or 5 threes right away and get down 8. It's that time of year, anything can happen.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. As always, good luck tonight. Go get them.
All right, thanks, Coach. Thanks, Mike.
That's Ryan Barcelona, head coach of the Frontenac Raiders. We'll be back live to Frontenac starting lineups and the opening tip after this.
If you want to improve your basketball skill set, you need to attend one of the Lane Lord basketball camps. Each camper receives individual attention and specific coaching adapted to age and skill level. There's something for everyone. A grade school camp for girls entering 3rd through 8th grade, a high school team camp available on 2 different weekends with both varsity and JV levels of competition, plus satellite camps throughout the summer. All campers receive instruction from head coach Lane Lord, head assistant Amanda David, along with former and current players. For more information, visit them online at lanelordbballcamps.com. Coach Lord and Coach David have 20 former campers being signed. Visit lanelordbballcamps.com.
Back by popular demand, it's the Jockston Spring Liquidation Sale going on this Friday and Saturday at the Jake's Fireworks Building at 3002 North Broadway in Pittsburgh. Over $250,000
Center is proud to be a premier provider of Invisalign. Your Invisalign treatment will consist of a series of aligners that you switch out every 2 weeks. Each aligner will gradually shift your teeth perfectly into place, giving you the smile you always dreamed of. Call Saya Smile Center today for your no-cost consultation. Saya Smile Center, 4095 Parkview Drive in Frontenac, 620-231-7242.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X, 103.5, The Evolution.
Derek Bycroft, the junior, and the forward, the senior, Evan Sigg. For the Frontenac Raiders, it's Watts, Brown, Ginnivan, Hayden Pyle, and Cooper Cleland getting the start here tonight for the Frontenac Raiders. So Raiders are the 3 seed, coming in 9 and 11. Iola 10 and 10 are the 2 seed. So Iola will be the home team on your scoreboard wearing their home whites, Frontenac in their road blacks. Raiders will move from left to right. To open things up here, the winner gets Girard for the chance to go to Emporia, a wide auditorium for the 4A Division II state basketball tournament. We are looking forward to that. It's the big man set to jump it up Holloway against Hayden Pyle. It's slapped into the backcourt, and the first possession will be controlled by the Frontenac Raiders. Peyton Brown, right wing for Cooper Cleland. Cleland foul line for Ginnivan. Ginnivan turns and faces. Iola opening up, as Coach Forrest said in the interview, as expected in the man-to-man. Daniel Watts gets a ball screen, kicks it left side for Peyton Brown. Brown gets a ball screen from Ginnivan. Up top for Hayden Pyle. He'll dribble it to the basket, force the shot up in traffic, and it's good. 2-0 Frontenac. Here comes some full court pressure, 40 seconds in to this one. They get it to the big man. He'll kick it up the floor for Bycroft. Bycroft clears it in the backcourt for Vink, and they'll set up against the zone defense of the Frontenac Raiders. Bycroft with it. Now back to Vink. Vink picks up his dribble, gets it at the foul line for Sigg, and a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on Cooper Cleland. First on Coop, first on the Raiders, 58 seconds in, 2-0 Raiders. They'll play it in with Barnhart, and he'll throw it away, turn it over back to Frontenac. So the Raider D looking good here. Peyton Brown will walk it up. Brings it across the timeline against the 1-3-1 zone. Kicks it down in the corner for Pyle. Pyle skips it near side. It's deflected up in the air. Watts lets it go out of bounds. It'll stay right here with the Frontenac Raiders. We talked about this team and Iola changing up the defenses. Here 2 possessions. They've gone man-to-man, then 1-3-1, now back to the man-to-man. Watts over to Brown against the man-to-man, being pressured by Barnhart. Left side for Cooper Cleland. Cleveland gets a ball screen from Ginnivan over to Watts. He'll penetrate. Nice bounce pass to Pyle. Spins around and lays it in with the left hand. Nice assist from Daniel Watts. 4-0 Frontenac. Bink will beat the press on the dribble. Hands it off for Bycroft. Down in the corner for Holloway. The big man jumper missed. Sigg had the rebound for a moment. Took it away from Cleveland. Forced it up in traffic, and it's blocked from behind by Daniel Watts, and will stay right here with the Mustangs. 4-0 Frontenac, 6:14 to play first quarter. They lob it into Holloway on the right block, fadeaway jumper, and it's up and good. Another good net. Ethan Holloway with the first 2 of the game for Iola. Makes it a 4-2 Frontenac lead, and a turnover at the other end. The Raiders cough it up. Vink with the steal, and then he's fouled up the floor by Daniel Watts. It'll be the first on Daniel. Second team foul on the Raiders. And Barnhart will play it in. Baseline left underneath the Mustangs basket. Gets it in right to Holloway. Holloway's fouled on the catch. And that's going to go 4 to play first quarter, 4-2. And this is going to be a half-court grinder here. Great crowd here tonight. Iola traveled well. Frontenac's got a good home crowd over on the other side. 0-3, Barnhart left wing, comes up short, long rebound, tipped out. Barnhart tracks it down, hands it off to Vink. Vink over to Bycroft, and the Mustangs will reset. Right side for Barnhart, looking inside for Holloway. They get it in the high post for Sig. Back to Barnhart on the baseline. Inside to Vink, it's blocked by Pyle, and then a loose ball foul that's going to go on the Iola Mustangs. Well, that's the first on Barnhart, second team foul on Iola. And Kane Rogers will check in. He will replace Isaac Vink. So Rogers into the ball game. As Iola's going to pick him up in the man-to-man again. 4-2 Frontenac, 3 minutes into this one here in the first quarter. Brown to the basket, shot in the lane, no good. Rebound tipped around. It's loose. Bycroft had it, lost it, saved it to Holloway. Up the floor to Rogers. Rogers to Sig. Sig backed into Ginnivan, nowhere to go with it, and he traveled. Sig was going to lay it in on the right side and kind of bobbled it, forced him too far under the basket. Took one dribble to the left block, and Ginnivan stood there with his hands up, confused him, and he forced the travel and the turnover. So Brown will walk it up. 4:40 to play, first quarter, 4-2 Frontenac. Gets a ball screen from Ginnivan. It's the double team down to the baseline. Foul line for Ginnivan. Back to Peyton Brown on the baseline. Another ball screen from Brock. Peyton at the foul line, forced to take a out-of-control shot there, and the rebound's pulled down by Holloway. Push it up the floor for Bycroft. In the corner for Barnhart. Shot missed. Rebound by Sig. The follow is up and good, and he's fouled. So Sig's on the board. He ties it at 4. And more importantly, that's number 2 on Hayden Pyle. So that'll put Sig at the line for the three-point play, and he knocks it down. After Frontenac led 4-0, Iola rattles off 5 straight to take their first lead. 4:15 remaining first quarter. Brown will bring it up the floor against the man-to-man. Right side for Jake Beckman. Holds it above his head, now dribbles top of the key, left wing for Pyle. Hayden spins, shot over Holloway, and it's blocked, and now Holloway just picked up his second foul. So the two bigs for the respective clubs are in a little bit of early foul trouble. So Pyle will head to the line to shoot 2. Hayden's got all 4 of the Raiders' points. Make it 5 as that one. We're tied at 5, 4:01 to play. Cal Leonard, the sophomore, will check in and replace Holloway. Second one, no good. Rebound pulled down by Leonard. He'll bring it up the floor against the 1-3-1 trap. There's it in the middle of the floor to Bycroft. Bycroft, couple of dribbles down to the right elbow. Over to Leonard. Picks up the dribble. Passes out of a double team to Bycroft. 3:45 to play first quarter. We're tied at 5. We get in the high post for Sig. Turns and faces. Dumps it down in the corner for Leonard. He'll drive baseline into a double team. Floats it back up top for Bycroft. 3:33 to play. Tied at 5. Sig with it at the foul line. They'll dribble out of control and lose it to Ginnivan. Brock will push it up left to right. Here come the Raiders with the numbers. Out to Brown. Fakes the 3 and traveled. And the Raiders will turn it over back to Iola. Blaine Baldwin checks in. He'll see his first action. Daniel Watts returns for the Raiders as well. 3:22 to play first quarter. Iola with the basketball at the other end of the floor. We're tied at 5. Bycroft will walk it up. Frontenac in their 1-3-1 half-court trap. Bycroft picks up his dribble, dumps it at the feet of Sig. He's able to dig it off the court. Open swing on the way, shot missed, rebound out of bounds. Back to the Frontenac Raiders. That was Blake Ashmore who just checked in and launched the long 3. It missed. And Frontenac will have an opportunity to retake the lead. 3:06 to play, first quarter. We're tied at 5. Cleveland brings it up the floor. Left wing for Watts. Top of the key for Ginnivan. Dumps it down to the right side for Cooper Cleveland. Cleveland picks up his dribble, dumps it down on the block for Brock. He'll turn and face. Shot over Sig. Comes up way short. And Bycroft pulls down the rebound for Iola. 2:40 to play. First quarter, we're tied at 5. Iola turns it over. Stolen by Beckman. Beckman to the basket. Shot in traffic. No good. Missed. Ginnivan with the rebound. Layup good. Brock Ginnivan with his first 2. Called a foul on the floor. That's going to go on Blaine Baldwin, his first, team 5th. Peyton Brown returns for Frontenac. Hunter Preston in for the first time for Iola. So the Mustangs have played 10. We're not even 6 minutes into this game yet. Inbound it in the backcourt for Bycroft. Pick up his dribble, have it taken away by Peyton Brown. Brown in the transition, shot with the left hand, missed it. Bycroft pulls down the rebound. A little out of control, kicks it up the floor to Leonard. Leonard inside on the left block, and it's thrown away. Turned over by Rogers to Ginnivan, and Brock traveled. And this game at times has looked a little ugly here in the early going.
In the game for the Mustangs, number 5, Cole Regier. Also back in, Kate Bycroft.
Regier checks in for Iola. Kel Franklin. So Regier will run the point against the half-court trap. 7-5 Frontenac, 96 seconds remaining, first quarter. Dump it down in the corner for Barnhart, who just checked back in. And an offensive foul, trying to clear some space on Hunter Preston.
Hunter Preston.
His first, team 4th. And with 1:30 to play, first quarter, 7-5. Frontenac with a 2-point lead in the basketball. Brown, left side for Baldwin against the man-to-man. Backcourt for Watts. Daniel will take it to the basket. Shot swatted out of there by Preston. He'll kick it up the floor for Leonard. Leonard dribbles down to the right corner, picks it up. Swings it over top of the key. Long 3, and I mean a long 3 on the way, and it comes up short from Ashmore. And a loose ball foul.
Back in for the Mustangs, Evan Sig and Isaac Phoenix.
Or no, it's going to be knocked out of bounds, excuse me, off of Frontenac. I thought they called a reach-in foul. And Barnhart will inbound it on the left side of the basket on the baseline for Iola. 1:03 to play. 7-5 Frontenac. Barnhart set to play it in. Gets it into Regier. On the block to Sig. He's triple teamed. Kicks it up on the foul line. And a jumper for Preston is up and good. First 2 for Preston. Ties it at 7. 50 seconds remaining, first quarter. Over to Ginnivan, back to Brown. Brown kicks it out for Baldwin. Top of the key for Watts. Open 3, got it! Daniel Watts from downtown. 10-7 Frontenac, 35 seconds remaining, first quarter. Regier pushes it up the floor into traffic, out of control, and throws it away, but he's bailed out as Frontenac touched it last, and it will stay here with Iola. .4 to play. First quarter, Frontenac leading 10-7. They inbound it to Sig. Creates some space. Kicks it out to Regier. And a 3-second violation called on Preston. And Frontenac will have it with 25.4 remaining as Cooper Cleveland will check in. Ginnivan Kicks it over to Watts, down in the corner for Baldwin. 14 seconds. Baldwin's double teamed and has it taken away and will knock it out of bounds off of Iola with 12 seconds to play first quarter. Laguerre will run the point. Hands it off to Barnhart, 4 seconds. Sig for three, short. Baldwin had it. Sig will tip it in at the buzzer. Comes up short, or attempt. At the buzzer, it comes up short, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 10-7, Frontenac leads Iola in this 4A Division II semifinal matchup. We're back to Frontenac in 1 minute. This is Frontenac Raider basketball on Radio X.
What do you want from your bank?
Access to my account information on my phone.
Security, convenience, and friendly staff.
When I call, I want to speak with a real person.
I want it all. Low fees, low loan rates, and high deposit rates.
What if there was a place like this in your community? There is. Kansas Teachers Community Credit Union, with locations in Pittsburgh, Fort Scott, Independence, and Coffeyville, serving area residents since 1949.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI Quality Structures Incorporated specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage
for the rest of the first half. And Frontenac has taken their largest lead of the night, 12-7, and Hayden Pyle at the line for a three-point play and an opportunity to give the Raiders their largest lead of the night, and he does. Hayden Pyle with 8. 13-7 Frontenac. They've rattled off 3 straight. Or 6 straight, excuse me. And a blocking foul underneath the basket on Jake Wilbert. And Bycroft was driving it to the hoop. First on Wilbert. 16 foul on Frontenac. Barnhart gets it in to Leonard. Shot missed. And an over the back foul is going to go on Sig. So Sig picks up his first, team 6th. And Frontenac will inbound it. 16-7, 7:10 to play in the first half. Barnhart inside to Sig. Sig triple teamed, then a whistle and a foul. And I believe they're going to get this one on Daniel Watts for Frontenac, and they do. His second. Team 7th. And Sig will head to the line to shoot 2 for Iola and try to quiet this run here momentarily. And he does. Sig with 4 now, 2 of 2 at the foul line. Second free throw on the way. He knocked them both down. Sig with 5. And Brown will walk it up. 16-9, Raiders by 7. 7-minute mark of this first half. Right side for Wilbert. Looks inside for Ginnivan. Foul line for Pyle. Hayden will put it on the floor. Spins, fade away, missed. And the rebound pulled down by Sig. Passes it off ahead to Bycroft, and he'll bring it up all the way to the basket, and that's got to be a charge. That's the 4th offensive foul called this half on Iola. Bycroft lowered his shoulder, and you knew when he crossed half court he was taking the ball to the basket. His first, team 7th. And Blake Ashmore will check in. He'll replace Isaac Vink. .6:43 to play, first quarter, 16-9. Frontenac by 7 with the basketball. Brown hands it off left wing for Watts. Daniel gets a ball screen from Pyle. Dumps it down to Pyle on the left block. Pyle forces it up in traffic, missed it, gets his own rebound, lost it. And Sig comes out of the pack with it. Sig, a big physical player. He's been the beneficiary of several of 50-50 balls here in the early going. They get it into Leonard, and he will power it into the basket, make that Kane Rogers. Rogers with the hoop. He's got 2, 16-11, Frontenac by 5. 6-minute mark here of this first half. Left wing for Watts. Watts gets a ball screen from Ginnivan, skips it right side for Wilbert. Wilbert down on the block for Ginnivan. Ginnivan shot over Sig is good. Bycroft on the line shooting a 1-and-1 as that's the 8th team foul on the Raiders. Preston checks back in for Iola. Bycroft's first free throw, in and out, no good. The rebound loose, and it'll go back to Frontenac. 5:37 to play, first half, 18-11. Frontenac leads Iola. Winner gets Girard tomorrow night, 7:30, following the girls' championship game. Cooper Cleveland will run the point, brings it up, left wing for Watts, top of the key for Wilbert. And Jake traveled. And we'll turn it over back to Iola. Cal Leonard will check back in, along with Blake Ashmore. Also, Cole Regier returns as well. Regier right side, down to the baseline. Gets it over to Leonard. Leonard into Rogers at the foul line. Turns and faces, one dribble, kicks it out for Leonard. Guarded 3 on the way, missed off the side of the rim. Ginnivan clears the rebound. He'll push it up from left to right. 5:03 to play, first half, 18-11. Frontenac by 7. Watts with it to the basket, a little out of control. Airball to a layup. And the rebound's controlled by Rogers, and he'll bring it up the floor. Hands it off for Ashmore. Right side for Regier. 4:45 to play. 18-11 Frontenac. They get it inside to Rogers. Back to Regier. Free throw line for Preston. Preston dumps it down on the baseline for Leonard. He'll try another 3-ball. Short again. Preston with the offensive rebound. Had it taken away by Pyle. Pyle up the floor to Gilbert with it. Takes it all the way to return for Iola. 20-11, Frontenac by 9. Iola will inbound it against the Frontenac man-to-man under their own hoop. They get it into Vink, baseline left. Dribbles to the basket, lowers his shoulder into Baldwin, and Blaine is whistled for the foul. Second on Blaine. 9th team foul on the Raiders, and that will put Vink at the line shooting 2. First one up, and no good. Raiders by 9, 20-11. Second free throw missed. Ginnivan clears the board. Long outlet to Wilbert, and it's over his head, out of bounds, back to Iola. So after Vink missed 2 free throws, Ginnivan was going for the home run pass over the top, and it went out of bounds. Back to Iola. And a kicking violation in the backcourt on Cooper Cleveland. Will keep it with the Mustangs. 3:30 to play, first half, 20-11. Frontenac's lead cut down to 6. Wilbert with it. It's a ball screen. Into the lane, shot over Sig, missed. And the rebound pulled down by Leonard, up the floor to Sig. Sig in the lane, kicks it out to Leonard, another 3. This one blocked by Cleveland, right into the hands of Sig. Sig back to Leonard near half court for Bycroft, and a whistle on the foul on Cooper Cleveland. Coop gambled for the steal there, got caught reaching in, his second, team 10th. And that will put Derek Bycroft at the line. He'll shoot 2. First one up and good. 20-15. Frontenac's lead cut to 5, excuse me. 4-0 run from Iola. Second one on the way for the point guard Bycroft. It's no good. Wilbert with a good box out and the rebound. Frontenac by 5, 2:38 to play. Baldwin to the basket, shot missed. Rebound pulled down by Bycroft. Up the floor to Vink. Iola will set up their offense against the man-to-man. Over to Leonard. Pull-up jumper in traffic. It's good off the glass. Cal Leonard heating up. He's got 5. 20-17. 6-0 run from Iola's. Got him back in this one. 2:10 to play first half. Brown with it. Left wing for Beckman. Beckman drives baseline. Pull-up teardrop. It's an air ball. Frontenac has gone ice cold, and they're shooting the ball right at the basket. Vink down in the corner. Over to Leonard. 1:55. Left wing for Bycroft. To Sig on the right elbow. He'll drive it in against Ginnivan. And a 3-second violation on Preston. And it will go back to the Frontenac Raiders, leading by 3 with 1:48 to play. Watts returns for the Raiders. Regier checks back in along with Rogers for Iola. 1:40 to play. 20-17, Frontenac by 3 with the basketball. Beckman through the defense. Second one from Beckman missed off. And Iola's got the ball down 4, 90 seconds to play in this second quarter. 21-17, and a traveling violation on Blake Ashmore. And it'll go back to Frontenac with 1:23 to play. 21-17, Raiders by 4. Iola will pick him up in the half-court man-to-man. Brown right side for Watts. Watts in the high post for Ginnivan. Ginnivan turnaround jumper. It missed the rim. That's about 4 shots. We're talking point-blank range that have missed everything inside for Frontenac here in this second quarter. Still lead by 4. Rogers in the corner. Picks up his dribble. Gets it off for Regier. Top of the key for Ashmore. Ashmore's pass deflected out of bounds. And it'll stay here with Iola with 49.7 remaining. Regier inbounds it. Gets the inbounds pass, I should say, and drives it into the basket. Gets it to Fink, and Fink inside to Barnhart, and he's fouled by Blaine Baldwin. That's 3 on Blaine. 10th team foul. And that'll put Barnhart at the line shooting 2, and he misses the first one. Wilbert checks in for Baldwin, 43.9 to play. 21-17. Second one on the way for Barnhart. In and out, no good. Wilbert clears the board. Hands it off for Ginnivan. 38 seconds here in the first half. Frontenac with the ball and a 4-point lead. Right side for Wilbert. Wilbert drives baseline. His shot comes up short. The rebound pulled down by Regier. He'll walk it up the floor for Iola. Left wing for Rogers. Back to Regier. Turnaround jumper. Didn't even look at the basket. It's the back of the rim. Wilbert with the rebound up the floor to Beckman. Beckman's pass is tipped out of bounds off of Iola. It'll stay right here with Frontenac with 15.5 remaining. 21-17. Frontenac with the lead. Get it to Wilbert, right wing. Back to Brown. 9 seconds. Free throw line for Ginnivan, and he's fouled by Regier on the hold. And that will put Brock at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Brock with 4 in the game. This will be his first 2 free throw attempts.
On the line for the Raiders, Brock Ginnivan. He's got a 1-and-1.
First one for Ginnivan is up and good. 5 for Brock. The lead is 5, 7.1 remaining. Winner gets Girard tomorrow night. Frontenac can hold on. It'll be in a good old-fashioned CNC doubleheader for the sub-state finals. Frontenac will face Girard on the girls' side. As Ginnivan hits them both. Raiders by 6. Their largest lead is by 9, and that was at the beginning of the second quarter. Regier up the floor, crosses the timeline with 5. Kicks it over to Vink. Vink runner in the lane. Missed an open layup, and that'll bring us to halftime. Frontenac with the lead, 23-17 over Iola. As we'll step aside for 2 minutes, come back and visit with B.J. Harris, the voice of the Girard Trojans, and preview that girls game coming up for you right here on this floor at 6. 23-17, Frontenac by 6. We are back in 2 minutes.
The City of Frontenac is a proud supporter of Frontenac High School athletics and academics. The City of Frontenac was founded in 1886 and is home to just over 3,100 residents. Frontenac citizens enjoy a small-town atmosphere and all that a close-knit community has to offer. Situated on the crossroads of two major highways, those living in Frontenac can easily travel and enjoy the amenities of larger cities in a shorter travel distance. The community boasts an outstanding school system, low taxes, complete city services, including 24-hour police and fire protection. Good luck, Raiders, from the mayor, city council, and staff.
Back by popular demand, it's the Jocksnitch Spring Liquidation Sale going on this Friday and Saturday at the Jake's Fireworks Building at 3002 North Broadway in Pittsburgh. Over $250,000 of name brand merchandise from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour will be liquidated at savings up to 75%. A great selection of Pitt State, KU, and Royal Sportswear. College tees, 3 for $6.99. Over 2,000 pair of athletic footwear from Nike, Adidas, Asics, and Skechers. Save up to $50 a pair. It's the Jocksnitch Sale, located inside the Jake's Fireworks Building at 3002 North Broadway in Pittsburgh. Open Friday and Saturday, 10 to 8.
Larry Barrett Body Frame and Towing can tow all cars, trucks, and some semi-tractors and trailers in town or cross country. Larry has emergency They have quality auto body repairing and painting from certified technicians for all major and minor repair jobs, and they can deal directly with the insurance companies, taking the stress out of your life. Go to barrettbodyframe.com or stop in and see them at 1601 East 27th Street Terrace or call 232-9400. That's Larry Barrett.
And we've got it back. Check it. Will you check my stream and see if it's back? As our internet came back, stream back on. Vink with it at the foul line and a kicking violation on Watts. And it'll stay right here with Iola. They'll inbound it underneath their own basket. 6:13 to play, third quarter, 23-19. Frontenac by 4. Get it into Vink. To Holloway, turns and faces. Draws a double team, now triple team, gets it to Sig. Sig over Pyle, missed it, and Pyle clears the board for Frontenac. He'll spin across the timeline, pick up his dribble, hand it off for Watts, right side for Wilbert. Wilbert one step inside the three-point line, too strong off the glass. And an over-the-back foul that's going to go on the Iola Mustangs. That's on Barnhart. His second, team first. And Peyton Brown will inbound it for the Raiders. Gets it to Cooper Cleveland, left wing for Ginnivan. And the post for Pyle. Shot over the big man is blocked by Holloway right into the hands of Bycroft. Bycroft up the floor, coast to coast, kicks it out. Open three ball for Vink, short. Ginnivan with the rebound. Up the floor to Peyton Brown. Brown double team, skips it left wing for Watts. Daniel will catch and shoot the three and knock it down. Third three ball of the game for Watts. Frontenac stretched it back out to a 7-point lead, 26-19, 5:18 to play, third quarter. Vink to Bycroft, back to Vink. Inside to Holloway, and he's fouled by Hayden Pyle, and he just picked up his third. Pittsburgh High and Aquinas tied at 45 with 2 seconds to play. Shot in the lane, missed by Sig. Rebound pulled down by Pyle. Ginnivan will walk it up, hand it off for Peyton Brown. 5-minute mark of the third quarter, 26-19, Frontenac by 7. In the corner for Watts, kicks it out for Cleveland. Back to Watts on the left wing. Gets it inside to Ginnivan. He'll turn and fire it up over the top of Holloway, and he knocks it down. 7 for Ginnivan. Frontenac's lead back to 9. 28-19. 4:35 to play. Sig with it. Dumps it underneath the Barnhart. Barnhart pump fakes. Everybody in the gym jumps, and he hands it off for Sig, and he lays it in. Sig with 9. The lead down to 7. 4:25 to play third quarter. 28-21 Frontenac. Cleveland penetrates to the basket, draws a whistle and a foul underneath on Iola. That's going to go on Isaac Vink. His first, team second. Blake Ashmore will check in and replace Vink. Brown inbounds it to Ginnivan on the right wing. Into Pyle. Working on Holloway. Shot missed. Rebound pulled down by Barnhart. Up the floor to Bycroft. Left wing for Ashmore. He'll load up a three. No good. Pyle tracks down the rebound for the Raiders. He'll push it up through the defense. Shot in the lane is up and good for Hayden Pyle. Pyle's got 8, 30-21. Raiders by 9, 3:55 to play, third quarter. In the corner for Ashmore. Back up top for Bycroft. Back to Ashmore. To Holloway in the high post. He'll dribble it, step back, kick it out for Barnhart. Get it into him. Holloway forced a shot up. Out of control and lost it out of bounds off of Frontenac. And it'll stay right here with Iola. Wilbert Beckman returned for Frontenac. Regier checks in for Iola. Inbound it to Holloway. Working on Ginnivan. Throws it away right into the hands of Beckman. Up the floor to Wilbert. Wilbert over to Ginnivan. Brock will drive it in. Kicks it left wing for Beckman. Beckman's shot over Holloway is blocked, and it'll go out of bounds and stay right here with Iola, or with Frontenac, excuse me, off of Iola.
Back in for Iola, Kane Rogers.
Kane Rogers will check in and replace Holloway. Frontenac inbounds it to Ginnivan. Right side for Cleveland. Cleveland shot in the lane, crawls over the front of the rim and just falls off the side. Rebound pulled down by Barnhart. Up the floor to Ashmore. Pull up three, missed it. Rebound knocked off of Beckman and then off of Sig, and it'll go back to Frontenac on a nice hustle play by Jake Beckman. 2:55 to play, third quarter. Frontenac with the lead, 30-21. They lead by 9. Brown will walk it up. Crosses the timeline against the man-to-man. Right side for Ginnivan. Brock dribbles down to the baseline. Direct in traffic. Skips it up top for Beckman. Beckman penetrates. Shot in the lane is good. Nice move by Jake. He got the steal at one end, the hoop at the other. 3 points for
turns of their life. If you're rethinking your life goals, the Envision process can help you try on your ideas before committing to them. Maybe you're thinking about retiring early or starting your own business. Your Envision plan can tell you how adding a goal could affect your ability to reach your objectives. For more information, call Shane Peak today at 620-232-3120. That's 620-232-3120. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5.
Frontenac by 9, 2:05 to play in this third quarter. Ginnivan, right wing, hands it off for Wilbert. Wilbert will attack to the right block, fade away, missed. Cooper Cleveland with a rebound, and he's fouled. And Clee will head to the line to shoot 2 as he picked up the offensive board and was fouled by Rogers on the shot attempt. First on Kane Rogers, third team foul on Iola. And Coop at the line shooting 2 here. First one for Cleveland is up and good. Leonard to play third quarter. Leonard pushes it up, gets it down to Rogers. Rogers drives baseline, back to Leonard, open 3, got it. Leonard's got 8. 34-26. 95 seconds to play, third quarter. Frontenac with a basketball and an 8-point lead. Beckman drives baseline, kicks it out for Cleveland. Cooper for 3, no good. Holloway with a good box out on the rebound. Up the floor to Regier. Regier picks up his dribble on the right wing. The layup is good. Nice move by Brock. And a technical foul on Brock Ginnivan. I didn't see what he did. Well, I think he had a few words to say to some of the Iola players, and the referee was standing right there. So Ginnivan put him up 8, gets the technical foul, which will send Leonard to the line to shoot 2. I was writing down the 2 points for Ginnivan in my stat sheet here and didn't see what had happened. But B.J. Harris to my left said a little trash talking after the made basket. So Leonard will shoot 2, and he missed the first one. 53.2 remaining. Third quarter, 36. Iola will inbound it on the sideline, trailing by 7. 53.2 to play third quarter with. And we'll take over with the basketball after the technical foul. Regier hands it off for Leonard, right wing, to Rogers. Rogers trying to get it into Sig. It's deflected out of bounds off of Frontenac. It'll stay here with Iola with 39.2 to play. Rogers set to play it in, gets it into Rogers, and an offensive foul as Rogers was trying to create some space. As Kane Rogers is whistled for on foul. His second. Team fourth. And with 37 seconds remaining in this third quarter, Frontenac leading by 7, and then we'll walk it up. Wilbert will run the point. This is a good opportunity here for Frontenac to hold it for the final shot of this third quarter. They get the ball to start the fourth quarter. So you start the fourth quarter up 7, and I say that they turn it over. Regier to the basket, and he's fouled by Cooper Cleveland. Cleveland went for the ball. Good hard foul, good hard play by both players. And Cole Regier will go to the line to earn them with 21.2 remaining. Scoop picks up his third. There's Peyton Brown at the scores table, set to check back in. Free throw up and no good. Good foul by Cleveland. Ginnivan will check back in as well. 21.2 remaining, 36-29. Frontenac by 7. Second one, he got it. So he got one of the two. Good foul by Cooper. 36-30. The lead for Frontenac at halftime was 6. They lead by 6 now. Final 15 of this third quarter. Brown crosses the timeline. Right side for Watts. 10 seconds. Watts holds it with 8. Gets it to Ginnivan, top of the key with 5. Inside the pile, cutting to the basket, and he's fouled by Regier with 2.9, and that will put Hayden at the line shooting 2. Hayden is 2 of 3 at the line, 8 points of the game. We'll have an opportunity to add to this 6-point lead with 2.9 seconds remaining as Regier was whistled for his second foul. And Pyle knocks the first one down. 9 for Hayden, 37-30 Frontenac. Second one, good. Pyle's got 10. Baldwin will check in for Hayden so he don't pick up another foul. And Leonard will play it in with 2.9 remaining. And Regier's shot no good at the buzzer, and that'll bring us to the fourth quarter.
At the buzzer in overtime.
Frontenac, Pittsburgh won. Who hit it? Gavin Elkamil just hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer in overtime, and the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons knock off Aquinas, and they're going to head back up to Topeka to the state tournament. Our score here, 38-30 Frontenac. We'll take 30 seconds, come back with your fourth quarter. This is Raider basketball.
Does your current checking account pay you up to $15 per month? With Common Sense Checking at University Bank, swipe after the first 15 swipes. Qualifying is so easy. Simply have one direct deposit or auto payment plus 15 debit card purchases each statement cycle and a $100 opening deposit. Stop by the bank for more information about our Common Sense checking. Then swipe and save. It's convenience that pays at University Bank. Branch GMB. Member FDIC.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow. It was Drew Rolfs that hit the three, so congratulations to Coach Kylie Rolfs and the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons. A buzzer three sends them back to the state tournament, and a good win over Aquinas. 38-30 our score here as we start the fourth quarter. Watts, Brown, Ginnivan, Baldwin, and Wilbert with 5 on the floor for the Raiders. Up 8. Like to see a good offensive possession here. Work it around, a lot of touches, need some time off the clock. They get it to Watts, open three, missed. And the rebounds cleared out of there by Preston. In the backcourt for Vink, it's taken away, deflected by Ginnivan, stolen away by Watts, and Watts' pass is deflected. And will go out of bounds off of Iola and stay right here. 38-30, Frontenac leads. And now a warning has been issued to the Iola coach. 7:33 to play, fourth quarter, 38-30. Frontenac inbounds it. Left wing for Wilbert. Wilbert drives baseline, pull up 10-footer, comes up short. And a loose ball foul that's going to go. On Blaine Baldwin, he picked up his fourth. (38-30), 7:23 to play, fourth quarter. Frontenac by 8. Barnhart with it for Iola, gets it into Holloway on the high post. Tries to jump it underneath, then a whistle and a foul on Jake Wilbert. Wilbert gambled for the steal. He'll check in, Pyle will check in and replace Baldwin. Iola will play it in on the right side. Get it into Barnhart, inside to Holloway, turnaround jumper, missed, and he's fouled by Daniel Watts. So that's 3 on Daniel, and that will put Holloway, he's just gotten 2 points, came in averaging 23.
On the line for Iola, Ethan Holloway with 2 shots.
And Holloway will go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw up, no good. Second one, missed. Rebound to Holloway, he missed it. And then an over the back foul. That's going to go on Iola on Preston.
Foul call on Hunter Preston.
So Preston picked up his second, team 6th. (38-30) Frontenac with the lead in the basketball against the 1-3-1 zone. In the corner for Pyle. Skips it left wing for Brown. Peyton will catch and shoot the 3. Swish! Peyton Brown from downtown, his first bucket of the game. Frontenac with their largest lead. They match it 41-30. It's 11, 6:35 to play. Right side, Barnhart will try to match it. Short. Rebound by Preston. His follow miss. The rebound no good. Still tipped around. And an over the back foul going to go on Holloway. And he just picked up his 4th. Team 7th, and we'll walk to the other end, and Daniel Watts will shoot a 1-and-1.
Good shooting a 1-and-1. Back in for the Mustangs,
So Rogers checks in, along with Sig. 41-30. Frontenac by 11. Ginnivan shooting the 1-and-1, not Watts. And Brock connects on the first one. He's in double figures with 10. 2 of 3 at the foul line for Brock. 42-30. Frontenac with their largest lead of the night. Second one crawls over the front and good. So Ginnivan with 11. 43-30. Mycroft up the floor to Vink. Free throw line for Rogers. Rogers with the leaner, and it's up and good. Kane Rogers has got 6. Brown will bring it up against the man-to-man. Right side for Watts. Daniel has his pocket pick. Thrown away by Vink, and then Watts fouls him. That will be 4 on Watts, 7th team foul. And Isaac Vink will head to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
On the line, this is Isaac Vink.
So Cleveland checks back in, as Vink will head to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And the first one's up and good. First point of the game for Vink. Cuts it to a 10-point Frontenac lead. And he hit them both. It's down to 9. 43-34, 5:50 to play. Brown will run the point. Nice dump off to Pyle, and Hayden lays it in. The assist from Peyton Brown. He's got 12. Pyle's got 12. The lead back to 11. Sig with it down in the corner. Free throw line for Rogers. Rogers out of control, missed the shot. Rebound out of bounds off of Frontenac. It'll go to Frontenac. So Ginnivan will inbound it. And Peyton Brown will walk it up the floor. 5:25 to play. Frontenac with the basketball and an 11-point lead. Get it to Pyle at the foul line. Spins on Rogers and travels. And Coach Barsh will call timeout. Timeout, Frontenac gets a 30. We'll take it with him. Frontenac by 11, 5:21 to play. This is Raider basketball on Radio X 103.5.
Headquartered in Richmond, Kansas, QSI, Quality Structures Incorporated, specializes in designing and building complete post-frame buildings. We provide structures built to withstand a 30-pound ground snow load and a 90-mile-per-hour wind shear built to the most stringent codes. Whether you need a garage, agricultural building, commercial facility, or custom-built design, we're your one-stop shop for post-frame buildings. QSI. Everything we do is right on cue.
On Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
Mike Snow back here, Frontenac. 4A Division II sub-state. On the boys' side, 45-34. Raiders lead by 11. Sig with it on the left wing. Over to Rogers. Now to Ashmore. Ashmore will drive it into the basket, and a blocking foul on Jake Wilbert. What was the call?
Back in the game for Iola.
What was the call? Oh, double dribble. So not a blocking foul on Wilbert. They called double dribble. And the Raiders will have the basketball, 45-34. Frontenac by 11, under 5 minutes to play. Ginnivan holds it. Puts it on the floor. In pressured in the man-to-man. Over to Wilbert. Now it's loose on the deck and out of bounds off of Iola, and will stay right here with Frontenac. Inbound in the backcourt for Peyton Brown. He'll walk it up. Now dribble it to the foul line. Hand it off for Pyle. 4:34 to play. 45-34. Frontenac with the ball and an 11-point lead. Looks like they're going to work on some clock here. I like this. Ginnivan hands it off for Pyle. Pyle's fouled from behind by Sig. Third on Sig. 8th team foul on Iola. And that'll put Peyton Brown at the line. Or excuse me, Hayden Pyle at the line. He has hit 4 of 5. Has 12 points in the game. First free throw up and good. Raiders by 12, 4:19 to play. In this fourth quarter, second one missed. The rebound pulled down by Iola. Rogers with it, right wing.
Attorneys should have extensive trial court experience and a track record of success. The Spigarelli Law Firm, with offices in Pittsburgh and Coffeyville, has the experience, resources, and reputation to provide the quality representation your claim deserves. Fred Spigarelli has received the top rating from his peers with Martindale-Hubbell Independent Rating System. His firm has the resources to hire the experts and physicians needed to properly present your claim. The Spigarelli Law Firm has successfully tried cases for over 40 years and taken numerous cases away to the Supreme 31. Visit their website at spigarelli-law.com. You can also find them fast in names and numbers. Be sure to get reliable information when you choose an attorney to represent you.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X 103.5, The Evolution.
2:48 to play, fourth quarter. Iola inbounds it. And Sig just picked up his 5th foul, and he is done. Sig is fouled out with 9 points. As Watts checks back in for Frontenac. Raiders lead by 14. (49-35), 2:40 to play. Brown with it, over to Pyle. Left wing for Brock Ginnivan. Ginnivan puts it on the floor. Near half court, over to Pyle. Good move by Coach Varsh, run some clock here. Ginnivan spins out of a double team, clears it near half court for Wilbert. Back to Ginnivan. Over to Watts. Playing a little keep away here. Peyton Brown with it. Back to Wilbert. Wilbert is fouled by Bycroft. And that will put Jake back at the line. Shooting 2. He's got 2 shots. There's some moisture on the floor right in front of the Frontenac bench. Official asks for a towel to wipe it up. As Wilbert will shoot the free throw, and he knocks the first one down. Jake with 6. Frontenac by 15, make it 16, as he knocks down the second one as well. 51-35. Vink with it, up the floor, shot in the lane, missed. Ginnivan with the rebound, up the floor to Watts. Watts will pass it into the backcourt. And we'll turn it over back to Iola with 2 minutes to play. 51-35. Iola will get it into Vink. 1:55 remaining. Top of the key to Barnhart. Spins in the lane. Holloway jumper at the foul line. No good. Tipped out. Nice pass underneath the Vink, and he lays it in on the assist from Ashmore, and Iola will call timeout. It's a 30, 1:44 to play, fourth quarter. Raiders by 14. We are back in 30 seconds.
Customer first, safety always. It's not just a tagline, it's the Watco way. By focusing on safety, each and every day they build a future by protecting their customers, team members, community, and the environment. When Watco moves commodities by rail, river, and road, at home or across North America and Australia, their priority is to ensure that they deliver their loads safely and on time. Watco wishes all area teams a safe and successful season.
And now, back courtside with more Raiders basketball on Radio X, 103.5, The Evolution.
Frontenac turns it over on the full court press. Ginnivan fouls Vink going up for the layup. And now we'll put Isaac Vink at the line shooting 2. He's got 4 points in the game. He's 2 of 4 at the foul line. Frontenac by 14, 98 seconds to play. And Vink misses the first free throw. All Frontenac needs to do is take care of the basketball. Run some clock, make their free throws, and they've got a shot at Girard tomorrow night. Vink second, he was over the line, missed the free throw anyway. Up the floor to Wilbert, and Wilbert's fouled by Regier. And Jake will head back to the line to shoot 2 now as the Raiders are in the double bonus.
Jake Wilbert on the line for the Raiders. He's got 2.
That's Wilbert. We'll shoot 2. First one in and out, no good.
In the game for Iola, Derek
Mycroft will check back in. 95 seconds to play. Frontenac by 14. Second one for Wilbert. Missed. Pyle with a rebound, and he's fouled by Vink, and that'll put Hayden at the line shooting 2. So Hayden with 13 points to lead the way for the Raiders. And Pyle will knock the first one down. $14 for Hayden. The lead is 15. And he missed the second one. 92 seconds to play. 52-37. Frontenac by 15. Don't foul. Don't foul. Frontenac double coverage inside on Regier. They kick it out to Vink, and he knocks down the 3. He's got 7, and then he's fouled immediately. They get it into Daniel Watts, and Watts will walk to the other end. As Ashmore picked up his first, and Daniel will shoot 2 with 1:19 remaining.
Daniel Watts on the line for the Raiders. He's got 2 shots.
Raiders by 12. Continue to make their free throws, and Watts missed that one. As Watts splits the pair. The lead is 13, 1:15 to play. Over to Regier. Regier drives baseline. Kicks it out, open 3 ball for Ashmore. High arcing shot, and he knocks it down. Blake Ashmore with his first 3 ball. Cuts it to 10, 1:07 to play, fourth quarter. Iola burns a timeout, it's a full. We're back in 30 seconds, 53-43, Frontenac by 10. We're back in 30.
When the lights come up on Friday and Saturday nights at high schools and colleges across the region, it's often on a field built by thriving parts of our communities today. Crossland is a proud supporter of area athletics and urges you to be a part of your local school community. Many of the athletes playing today may help Crossland build across our region in the future. Check out career opportunities at crossland.com. Crossland Construction, build you.
And now, more exciting Raiders basketball action on Radio X, 103.5, The Evolution.
1:07 to play, fourth quarter, 53-43. Frontenac leads by 10. Brown inbounds it to Pyle. Pyle's fouled immediately. Now Hayden He'll walk to the other end, and he'll shoot 2. Kyle has 14. He is 4 of his last 6 free throws here in the second half. Frontenac by 10, 1:06 to play. Free throw up and good. Frontenac leads by 11, 54-43. Cleveland returns for Frontenac. He'll replace Daniel Watt. (54-43), 1:06 to play. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Leonard with the rebound, turns and throws it right to Peyton Brown. Brown to Ginnivan. Over to Wilbert, high in the air to pull it down. Over to Brown. To Ginnivan, and now Peyton Brown is fouled. With 52.8 remaining, and that will put Peyton Brown at the line. He will shoot 2.
On the line for the Raiders, Peyton Brown with 2 shots.
Free throw for Brown is good.
In for the Mustangs, Kate Barnhart.
Peyton Brown with 4. The lead is 12, 52.8 to play. Second one for Brown is up and good. 5 points from Peyton. The lead is 13. Bycroft with it. Hands it off for Ashmore. High arcing 3, missed. Wilbert with it, lost it. On a jump ball. Tie up between Wilbert and Regier. And the alternating possession will stay here with Iola. .6 to play. Iola to play it in. They get it in to Vycroft. The teardrop missed. Rebound out of bounds. Off of Iola back to Frontenac with 38.1 to play. 56-43. Watts in for Cleveland. Inbound it to Ginnivan. He's trapped. And a blocking foul on Holloway, and he is fouled out. So Holloway fouls out with just 3 points. And with 35 seconds to play, Brock Ginnivan will head to the other end to shoot 2. First one up and good. Good game for Brock. He's got 12. Second free throw on the way. Frontenac leading 57-43. And he knocks the second one down.
In the game for the Raiders,
and Kel Franklin will check in for Frontenac to replace Ginnivan. Frontenac by 15, final 30 seconds. Barnhart leans into a shot over Wilbert, missed. Franklin with it, up the floor to Wilbert. And Wilbert is fouled by Barnhart. And Wilbert will shoot 2. Down at the other end. 22 seconds to play. And Coach Vars is going to unload the bench as Wilbert knocks the first one down.
in the game for the Raiders now, Jake McKinney.
8 for Wilbert. Kubler, Beckman, McGinney, Franklin, and Johnson in for Frontenac as Wilbert hits the second. Frontenac by 17 with 22 seconds to play, and the Raiders will get its shot at Girard tomorrow night. Should be a great atmosphere here. The girls' game will start at 6. Boys' game to follow, and an old-fashioned CNC doubleheader for the chance to go to the state tournament. Bycroft, Ashmore, long 3, missed. McGinney with it, lost it. Gets it back to Bycroft. He'll try three, missed, and an over the back foul on Iola with 7.3 remaining. And that one's on Barnhart. His fourth. And Jake McGinney will head to the other end. He'll shoot two. You gotta give Iola credit, down 17 with 7 seconds to go, and they're still fouling. This McGinney hits the free throw. Now Iola pulling out some of their seniors. – 61-43 as McGinney misses the second. 5 seconds to play. Bycroft up the floor. Long three on the way, no good, and that'll do it. 61. Neck wins it 61-43 by 18 points. We'll step aside for a minute, come back, take a look at the final numbers, and wrap things up here from Frontenac. This is Raider basketball.
The true test of a great insurance agency comes when you suffer a loss. It's easy to take your premiums, but Ray Ryan of Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh knows that handling your claim is the most important service an insured needs.
Claim is our chance to let the customer know that we'll be out there, not just that we sold them a policy, we'll also be there when a claim occurs to make sure it gets handled in an honest, respectable way.
Ryan Insurance of Pittsburgh, a trusted choice agency. Find them fast in names and numbers.
Save where you shop with Labette Bank's Bazing checking account. Use the Bazing app to find over 300,000 national and local discounts. Bazing also offers industry-leading identity theft protection, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, paying up to $200 for damage.
35, the evolution.
Back here in Frontenac, a final time. Raiders win it 61-43 over Iola. Take a look at the final scoring numbers and wrap it up and get out of here. Come back tomorrow night for the Sub-State Championship. Cal Leonard led the way for Iola with 11. They got 7 from Vink, 9 from Sig, 2 from Preston, 1 from Bycroft, 3 from Ashmore, a free throw from Regier, 3 points from their leading scorer, Holloway. And that rounds out the scoring for Iola. Frontenac led by Hayden Pyle with 11 from Ginnivan, 10 from Watts, 9 from Wilbert, as they will take on the Girard Trojans right here in Frontenac for a chance to go to Emporia. We'll come on the air tomorrow a little before 6 with the girls contest, boys contest to follow. Frontenac and Girard a doubleheader for the Sub-State title. That'll wrap it up for our producer-engineer, Sir Anthony, back at the KWXD studios, and our producer here courtside with me, and cameraman Austin Souter. I'm Mike Snow saying so long, everybody. Raiders win at 61-43. You've been listening and watching to Frontenac Raider basketball.